1.2, exploring compound interest. So compound interest is interest that's paid or earned on both the principal and the accumulated interest. So both on what you invest and the interest that you've made, you get more interest on. So here's a quick example. If the compound interest rate is 5% per year and the principal is 1,000. So it starts out looking like simple interest. In year 0, we have $1,000. Then we take that $1,000, we times it by 5%, and we've made $50 interest. So far, I've made $50. Now our value is $1,050. Okay, so still looks the same from now. Here's where the change is. The interest earned is no longer just on 1,000, it's on the value of our investment plus its interest. Okay, so now we've earned 52.50 because we've done 5% of 10.50, and our total interest is 102.50. So if this is simple interest, this would just be $100 and 150, right? We just add 50 each time. But look, now we're getting more money, 102. So we add on our interest of $52 to our 10.50, and we get another value. That value goes here. We take 5% of that. The third year, we make $55 interest. For a total interest of 157, our total value is 1,157.63. Okay, so you can see that compound interest, the value of investment goes up. Your interest is no longer constant. Remember, in simple interest, it was constant. Our example we did was 30, 30, 30. Here we're doing 50, 52, 55. Next year it would be even more than that. Okay? So that's the key idea here. Compound interest is determined by applying the interest rate to the sum of the principal and all accumulated interest. Previously earned interest is reinvested over the course of the investment. If the same principal is invested in a compound interest account and a simple interest account with the same interest rate for the same term, compound will grow faster. It's nonlinear than simple interest. For example, the graphs show the principal of $1,000 invested over 20 years at 5% at simple interest in red, so linear like we saw before. But if it was invested in compound interest, it is now going to go up. Okay, so compound versus simple with the same interest rate, compound's going to grow faster. Now where it's going to, the question I'm asking you to do is I'm saying two different interest rates rather, and which one is going to grow faster. So it's not always the answer compound, right? Because I'm saying if one's at 4.8% and one's at 5%. And let's say this one's compounded and this one's simple. Okay, so that's the question I'm having you try. And it's really important that you do try this to see the difference. So financial institutions pay compound interest on investments at regular intervals. It's calculated at the end of the first year on the principal, then added to the principal. At the end of the second year, the interest is calculated on the balance at the end of the first year. Principal plus interest earned from the previous year. This pattern continues every year until the end of the investment term or until maturity.